Hello, welcome to episode 87 of Your Ultimate Comeback. I'm your host, Brad, here with my co-host, Raquel. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
Friday.
It's
That's when we
always
record.
A good day.
Yes, we love Fridays.
End of the day Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have to start with, I got called out by a listener on my potty mouth. I will not say names, but I got called out.
Okay.
And I need to clean it up.
Okay. Not too much, though. I want you to, not too much.
Yeah. I just like the F word really adds passion
I agree.
to things.
I agree. I'm
I
here with you.
Then another client from the weight room rolled in with a shirt on.
Had a lot of expletives.
Had a lot of F words on it. And it was for me.
Oh, okay. Hey, there's a time and a place, I feel like.
There is. And you know what? And I will tell you right now that I know myself and I will not
stop doing it. Yeah.
But I will do my best for this person to
temper it. Huh?
Temper it.
Okay. All right.
Does that work? Maybe I guess. That works for you.
Is it going to be, you're going to start to say frickin' or something like that?
Frickin' hey.
Yeah.
Shut the funnel. That was what we said in high school.
Yeah. Right.
So I apologize for my potty mouth.
Yeah. It's real though.
Yeah.
It's real. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So what are we talking about today, Brad?
I wanted to check in with everyone on, and you as well, on our little challenge, our mirror challenge.
Yes.
How's that going?
It's you know what? It's gotten easier for me to say the prompts.
Yeah.
That part's easy. But what's not as easy is when someone will compliment me and I'll start to, say something like, oh, well, whatever the situation. And I have to stop and just say, thank you. Yeah. That's a little more challenging. But what's even more challenging is the not talking detrimentally about myself, where something happens. You are such an idiot. That is such a knee-jerk reaction for me.
Yeah.
Raquel, you're such a dummy.
Yeah.
And to have to redo. Nope, you're not.
Yeah.
That has been the most challenging part for me.
Yeah, that's
How about you?
Hard. The mirror, I've done the mirror stuff for a while, so that's been pretty good. I stopped doing it, but it feels good to be doing it again. I did catch myself. The other day, someone gave me a compliment, and I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And that's challenging for me, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying a lot today. I hate that.
Well,
my brain's not working great. We'll talk about that.
We have that, yeah. I'm laughing because you just said I'm saying a lot. And
I just said it again.
So now.
Yeah.
Well, I was reading this thing because I have, it bothers me when people say like too much. And this generation, the younger kids say it ad nauseum. It is, well, I went there and and then I went to the the mall and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was listening to someone and I counted 60 one time. So I put in ChatGPT, my new best friend, and asked what the best way to eliminate that is. And it's to pause.
Yeah.
It's to pause. And I'm sure it's the same for and any filler words that we use.
Well, when I was speaking a lot, I was really aware of the words coming out of my mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you slow down because of that?
I don't know. I just knew that you have to avoid those repeat words.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important when you're on stage. Yes. So I got really good at it, but I'm not on stage as much anymore. So I was just noticing.
Is this our sign?
I hate that word, and I'm saying it a bunch.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I always think about people that are learning English as a second language, and it must be really wild because our slang is so wacky.
Our language is so wacky.
No, agree. It's very, very difficult to learn. But just the slang is really crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's that way. I don't know. I should know Spanish. Caesar, tell me, is Spanish slang weird?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it just as wacky as...
I would say so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I stand corrected. I don't know. I just think of all the... No cap. All this weird stuff the kids say. What? What do they say?
Riz? Have you heard Riz?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's crashing. She crashed.
She ate.
I'm not allowed to talk that way.
You're not. Do they just cringe?
Dad, stop.
I know. It's cringy. Isn't that funny how they don't want to hear an adult speak that way?
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's just because they feel like we've hijacked their lingo, or it's because they realize how cringy it really is.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth.
No.
My son loves it. He doesn't love it. He hates when I do it, but I do it to him all the time.
Do you really?
Bro, go show her your Riz. Dad, stop.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
I know.
How the Peptides going?
Peptides are good. I just finished my cycle of the tesamorelin, and as you know, that was kind of an ebb and flow for me.
It was.
He was. You were getting tired of me on that.
We got in a little fight near the end.
I think that you were going to take me off if I wasn't going to go off of it. But, honestly, I was thinking about it on the drive over here. Yeah. I thought, okay, if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, as someone that's never experienced any of these things before, I would give it a 6.5.
Yeah.
Maybe a 7. Only because, yes, I felt like there were benefits that I derived, but I also felt like there were some things that I was experiencing that, I don't know if you call them side effects or just part of the process that were a little harder for me to deal with, probably because new to this realm, new to this world, this is first time, baby. So that, but also, I love what Stephanie says, and she says, well, is the juice worth the squeeze? That sort of resonates for me. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. So yes and no. Is that something that I would say I'm super excited to go back on? Not necessarily. Do I think it was a waste? Absolutely not. And then the BPC 157, love. Gonna do that again once I, I mean, I don't know I know you've said that you kind of cycle on and off throughout the year.
Yeah, I go 8 weeks on, 8 weeks off all year long.
Oh, 8 and 8.
That's how what I found worked best for me.
Okay.
But one of the things with peptides is as you play with them, you'll start finding better protocols for you personally.
Yes.
There are general protocols out there, best ways to use them. But like for myself, I respond better to like microdosing them.
Interesting.
Like for example, MOTS-C recommendation is typically like 5 milligrams twice a week for 4 weeks.
Okay.
Another gentleman I really like, he kind of turned me on to more microdosing. So I go 1 milligram, 5 days on, 2 days off for 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I feel so much better.
Different,
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I tend to do better on more the lower dosages more often than higher dosages less often.
Yeah. And I kind of wondered if maybe that would have been, because I went less time than they recommend, the peptide gurus. And I did just 1 day shy of 7 weeks, and typically people are doing 8 or even 3 months.
Yeah.
And I think my sweet spot actually was earlier than that, where I felt like I was getting result, but not, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but my husband just started it. It'll be interesting to see how he does. He'll probably just kick ass because that's how you men are. You think about doing something and it's just like, poof, it happens. And the BPC, I'm really excited for him because, he's always got something.
Great for him.
But I did just start the GHKCU, the beauty peptide, and you just did notice that I was glowing, right, Brad?
You're glowing.
Yes. Only 3 days.
It might be the special light you have, or that filter that we
all
use.
All of it. But I'll tell you what, if that's a placebo, I'm going to be happy with it. And I was nervous about that one only because it's supposed to be spicy, as they say. And
meaning that it burns when you for some people it burns when you inject it. Yeah.
But I thought if they're saying that, and I'm such a PUSSY about things, then I am going to. Did you notice I just spelled that instead of saying it?
Can we do that? Can we spell it?
Spell it out. So when I tried that, well, actually, I had my husband inject for me in my bootay, and it's been fine. Of 3 injections, 1 I felt a little bit, but that's it. And I kept thinking, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But what was good is he did it, and then I went on my business and started doing the things that I needed to do and kind of forgot about it, which was great. And I don't know if that's because he helped me. And then, I'm talking about the NAD, and I want to start that one as well. And he says, well, just do it. And I said, I want to just, take a beat. I like to see what's working for me.
Yeah.
And I know they kind of talk about at Loop doing no more than 2 to start, just so you can kind of get a feel for what is working and maybe what isn't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the BPC a higher rating. Yeah. For sure.
Good.
For me.
Yeah. I've been using BPC for like 12 years. So.
Right. And you've had some that you liked more than others as well, right?
100%. And every person's going to find that.
Which is cool, really, when you think about it, because we're all different and unique. And it shouldn't be a one-stop shop. Yeah. That's the beauty of it, I think, is to be able to say, okay, I'm going to try this, and maybe not that. Oh, but this. Yeah. Right?
Like NAD is one most people have heard about. Uh-huh. I don't notice anything with that.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, but give me MOTS-C, like I talked about earlier. How I hear people talk about NAD, especially my female clients, is how I feel on MOTS-C.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
cool.
I will still use NAD periodically, not as often, but because I think there are a lot of benefits to it. So I'm using it right now. I just did it, but I only do like a 4-week cycle of it. So when I'm off MOTS-C, I'll throw the NAD in.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
how many do you do at a time?
Usually like 3 at a time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've had more experience, so okay, this is happening here and this is happening there.
Yeah. So I kind of have my 8-week cycles of 8 weeks on these few, and then I'll take a break and go 8 weeks on these few. Okay. And then when new ones come out that I want to play with, I'll substitute out, mix one in.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
It's fascinating to me. I will say that it's definitely fascinating. And what I'm learning is the more people that I'm talking to about it, people, oh yeah, I've heard about this, or it's definitely starting to get. I don't know if a following is, but there's some chatter about it for sure.
There's a lot of chatter about it. A lot of people are interested in it, hearing about it.
Yeah.
So.
And I like that. I'm glad that it's being brought to the forefront and that people are not so afraid of it anymore and willing to, consider at least. So that's what's great. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to feel the best that you can feel?
100%.
Right.
And there's not really any negative side effects to it. It's just optimizing it's helping your body optimize itself naturally.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're not like injecting, for example, when you're using testosterone, you're not injecting growth hormone into your body.
Right. Which used to be a thing. Did it not?
And it's still a thing.
Oh, is it in the bodybuilding world?
Yeah. If someone's growth hormone levels are pretty depleted, a growth hormone peptide is not going to do anything for them. Because all that growth hormone peptide does is it enhances your level of growth hormone. It helps your body use it better.
Okay.
But if your growth hormone is wiped out, there's nothing to use. Okay. You're not going to get much from it.
Okay, so you think that's what happened to me? Because you thought I'm wiped out?
What's that?
You think I'm wiped out?
Well, no. Here was my struggle with Raquel, is that the symptoms she was complaining about are typically the symptoms when you've generated too much growth hormone, you've had to,
Okay. You don't think I'm an anomaly? I'm a one-up?
I don't think very many people at
age 60 are kicking ass on
that level of growth hormone that they could create that.
Okay, fair.
I feel that you had read about it and you hate the idea of being puffy and water retention.
No, I could show you pictures. I'm going to show you my pictures.
Well,
I did a weekly picture.
What happened between that point and noon when you'd walk in to see me at the gym and it was all gone?
I don't know if it was all gone. It's just...
I was looking at you.
Yeah, well...
Because you're telling me how puffy you are.
Do we not look at ourselves through a lens that is different than everyone?
We don't need to fight in front of everyone else. We already had a battle.
They like it. They like it.
But I did apologize.
Yeah, he did, which was huge.
Yeah,
I feel like we've gone to the next level in our relationship.
Yeah, I had to. I could tell I had gone too far.
Well, I didn't start crying.
I was worried you're going to stab me in the back with something.
With a sharp object?
I got the look, but I never got it before.
Or maybe a blunt object instead. Yeah. But anyway, so far I'm really enjoying the process. And I think that's what it's all about. And I'm enjoying talking to people about, hey, maybe this, maybe that. And there's certain people that what's hard for me is there's certain people that I know that I think, gosh, this would be so great for you. And you kind of have to have a certain relationship with them before you can throw that out there, I think. And you don't want to come across as being pushy. Yeah. But there's certain people that I know that would benefit so much on certain things.
There's a weird stigma about injecting yourself.
Oh, of course.
That's a hard one to overcome.
Yeah.
And then people panic over, it's research only. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every supplement we take is research only because they're not FDA approved either. So anything that's not FDA approved can only be used for research purposes. So when you're taking supplements, it's the same thing, but it's the injecting thing that has kind of this taboo.
Which is weird because we're swallowing everything else and we don't worry about that at all.
But the idea of injecting ourselves
is
like this bad thing that only doctors should do for you. And, I got over that a long time ago, but... But it's been fun. Like I said, 15, 20 years ago, Charles Poliquin told us about peptides. Yep. He had started playing. He had got his hands on BPC, and he's like, "This is going to be a game changer. Yeah. Peptides will take over the fitness industry at some point, the health industry." And from that, what the hell are you talking about? Right. What are I know you can't find them anywhere. They don't exist online. And then fast forward to today, and there's new ones coming out all the time. I've just learned about a couple new ones that I can't wait to have come out soon. And I think they've discovered 3,000 different peptides in the body. Wow. Right now, I think we can get our hands on a couple hundred, maybe not even 200, but...
That's a lot, though.
It's a lot, yeah. Maybe it's like 140-ish, something like that. I heard what it was, but... and then there's another thing that everyone will start hearing about called bioregulators. They came out of Russia. A Russian guy created them. And for the longest time, you could only get them in Russia. Well, the guy passed away, and somehow now it's available in the U.S. Okay. And so that's going to be the next big thing that people are going to hear about. And these are oral supplements you take. Oh, okay. They're pills. But they're called bioregulators. They're going to be the next wave of because they're like organ specific. So you can take a bioregulator to help strengthen or heal the heart pathways, the kidneys, the joints and ligaments. Like they're the next big wave that are coming with the peptides.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating industry. Like I think there's a lot we can do to live great lives.
Yeah.
And I think we need it because of how much stress we're under and how much on the go we are. We just have to be.
Right. And not to mention all of the things that are working against us. If we go down the list of, the microplastics and the toxins in our soils and, all the things, we need to stack the deck in our favor a bit more.
Well, yeah, and I would love to have the lifestyle where I could get up I could sleep till 7 and have the first hour of my day to meditate and cold plunge and journal and have my vitamin, all that. And then I'd love to come home at night and put my red glasses on and meditate some more and read and have my dinner 3 hours before bed.
Right.
That shit, that SHIT, sorry, you know who I'm talking to, is never going to happen for me.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could do it if I had the time. I think I would get bored and make myself busy with other stuff. So I like that this stuff can help offset and help fight the damage of that lifestyle.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I think about even from when we were kids, there's so much more environmental stuff.
Yeah.
Right? That we're kind of trying to offset.
When you're very into the environmental stuff.
I am.
I've just accepted that I can't do anything about that. Well, but the stress that we're under is astronomical.
That's part of it too, right?
Like think about in the 1980s when you left work.
Yeah.
No one could get a hold of you until you came back to the office.
Well, they could call them a landline.
Yeah, but there was no voicemail.
Oh, right. Yes, you'd correct.
Have to, like, if someone answered, they would write a message down for you and leave it on your desk.
Hopefully.
So hopefully, yeah. So when you were gone, like when you're done work, you're done with work. I wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock and I have like 15 text messages from all over the world of people needing stuff. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Well, you're too good at what you do, Brad.
It's not even that. Like it's just random things.
Oh, okay.
Why isn't this working? Help me with that.
I know.
But no, it protects us, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And actually, the one thing that I wanted to comment on, I did a podcast on Wednesday. There's a topic I talk about.
You're cheating on me.
Protect the asset. I cheated on you, yeah. But he's really cute. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It was Mary Belden McGrath with Bold. We had Eric on the show.
Right.
It's his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Okay.
We'll get her on our show one of these days.
Yeah, I would love to have her.
But yeah, she had me on their podcast talking about my topic of protect the asset.
Right.
And protect the asset is we're our greatest asset in our lives. Mm-hmm. But no one's going to take care of us but us.
Right.
And so it's all about my strategies of how do you protect the asset. And the reality with life is sometimes stress is really low. Everything's really smooth. Mm-hmm. You're not too busy. It's really nice. But there are times in life where SHIT hits the fan.
Okay, you're going too far. You're going too far.
Well, you started it. When shit hits the fan and you just have to survive it.
Yes.
And you have to have reserves and be in a place to where when the rug gets pulled out from under you, you have reserves and the ability to survive and thrive through that period of hell.
Amen.
And it doesn't have to be hell. Something like stress. Like this week, my son started his football season on Monday, and that's another 15 hours of commitment for me as a coach.
Right.
That now gets taken away from me time.
Right.
And I don't have that, but it's so important to me, and it's such a great thing. But the first week or two of acclimating to the new schedule, because I leave the house now at 5:30, I'm not getting home until 9 o'clock.
Oof.
To get everything in
That's
the
rough.
window of time. It's a little rough, but luckily I timed it perfect. All the peptides I'd used leading up to this point for the prior 8 weeks were all the mitochondrial enhancing peptides, the inflammatory reducing peptides that work for me. So when Monday hit, I took one quick nap like for 30 minutes this week, but I've been able to fight through it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a little tired today, a little brain dead today, but I have the reserves, so as I'm acclimating, last year at this point, I was like overwhelmed, irritable. Like it was really hard for me last year. So that's an example of protect the asset. I knew it was coming. I knew the Monday was it. Prepared. And so for 8 weeks leading up to it, I did all the things I knew I was going to need to do so that I would have the reserves and the ability to fight through this.
Yeah. And part of that, and you've talked about this before, is knowing when to say no. Which is a hard one for you. You've said it's a hard one for most people.
Yeah.
because we don't like to disappoint people that we care about.
Yeah. And when I am rested and well and I have a lot of reserves,
yes,
I want to do everything.
Yeah, of course.
That's when it's the most dangerous for me. Because that's when I start saying yes to things. To too many things. And then I'll get to a place where like I just can't keep going. So then I got to start chipping it off and saying no and cutting back.
Yeah.
And then I've done it like 6 times since my huge crash in 2008. As soon as I get to a good place, oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to go start this. Did that a few times.
Yeah.
But it's...
I've learned even when it comes to teaching, there are certain parameters that I won't do anymore. And that's evenings, not past 5. I'm not teaching past 5, and early morning. Yeah. It just doesn't work for me anymore. Yeah. And there's this little voice in my head that says, what are you special? What? You can't do that. No, it's just kind of protect, like what you're talking about.
It's protect the asset.
Yeah, I'm getting older, and I don't want to do that. I mean, those days, I did them. I did the 5 a.m. clients, and I did the 6 a.m. classes.
I recently had to cut out my 5:15s in the morning because I just
cannot.
I cannot get out of bed before 5 a.m. without a very negative side effect over time.
And that's smart of you.
Yeah, and it was hard because
of course.
I liked those clients, but the detriment it was having on me was affecting everyone.
So did you put them somewhere else, or what?
I gave them the option to move to different times. And it worked for some, didn't for others. But I couldn't keep doing it.
But see,
4:30 in the morning is just, and knowing that football season was coming, that I'm not walking in my door until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I'm already like, if I walk in my door at 9 o'clock and I got to get up at 4:30, you do the math. That's not 7 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep.
No.
It starts getting really minimal after eat, get everything taken care of. It's all of a sudden I'm getting 5 hours of sleep a night.
No, not enough.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah. And sleep is so crucial.
Yeah. So when I know I talk a lot about stress and the real big underlying reason, and a lot of times I put it towards looking better because that's what everybody wants.
Of course.
But the bigger picture is I know that every person in life periodically is going through these periods of time that are out of their control. And if you roll into that tired with no reserves, you will not handle it well.
Yeah.
You're going to be more emotional. The impact is going to be greater. It's going to be more negative on you. The outcome's going to take longer to get to a resolution. So, and really, realistically, the big picture is I don't care how anyone looks. I don't really care how strong anyone. I don't care about any of those things. All I care about is I know with all the people I work with, when that rug gets pulled, I know that I'm going to have my people in a place where they're going to survive it and they're going to come out of the back end of it better. Perfect example, my client Randy. I love this man.
Is he the one that was right before Quinn and me?
No, he's earlier in the mornings.
Oh, okay.
But this guy, he's in his 60s, absolute machine. Absolute machine.
Okay.
Eats perfect, trains really well, like does all the things. And things were going really well. Like we were training really hard. He was making all this great progress. All his markers looked incredible. He went and saw a couple cardiologists. They're like, you passed the flying colors. Get out of here. Like, you're amazing. And then I think you heard a podcast or something on a calcification score. And he's like, I'm going to go check that out.
Okay.
And numbers came back super high. And they're like, you got to go get back to the cardiologist. So they did some more advanced testing. And they found that one of his arteries was 100% clogged.
Wow, how could they not have seen that on the other things?
They didn't go that far because
he was so
rest
good.
And heart rate, all the testing they do, the stress blows them out of the water.
Wow.
What they found was that he had built a whole new vascular system to bypass it.
Oh my gosh.
So he's having none of, like, he should have died months prior of a massive heart attack, but because of how he trained, how well he taken care of himself, it was a genetic thing because he ate really well. Just a genetic thing.
Wow.
All of a sudden, he's like, I'm super fit. I'm feeling great. I'm passing all these things flying colors. I'm going to live forever. To, hey, emergency, quadruple bypass surgery.
Wow.
Like, split him open, everything.
Oh my gosh.
But because he went into that, protecting the asset so well, that we're now 7 months out of the surgery, and you cannot tell.
Wow.
He's training hard again. He's looking good again. Like the body's, that's a lot of trauma to go through open heart surgery. So his body fat's not coming off as fast as someone would like, but it's coming, and he's recovering. And
that's awesome.
I asked the client, Jay, another client the other day, I said, hey, what surgery do you think this guy just had 6 months ago? They're like, oh, he definitely didn't have a surgery. I'm like, no, he had a surgery. What would you guess it was? I'm like, we have no idea. I told them what it was. They're like,
wow.
There's no way.
That's so great.
There's no way. But that's an example of the value of protecting the asset.
Yes.
Is that rug got pulled out from under him in a big way, but because he was so well prepared, and one is how he took care of himself saved him his life from a genetic disposition thing.
Sure.
He just couldn't beat it. Like it was there.
Yeah.
But it allowed him to survive it and then recover and thrive out of it. And you see him today, if I lined up all my clients, you would not be able to tell me which one that was.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And I'm going to tell you right now, at 7 months out of that surgery, he can now out-train majority of my clients again.
Really?
Yeah. He's just a phenom.
But not me.
Well, not you. I can't even out-train you.
Yes, you can. I complain about everything.
I put the two of you up to each other and put you through the same workout.
Really?
I think he might bury you.
Wow. Well, it's a guy. That's because...
I'm talking about from like a conditioning standpoint.
Oh, really?
That's the crazy part.
Wow.
Is that he was so well conditioned. Like literally, the body just...
Has he always been this way?
I don't know.
Since he's met you?
Well, since when we met, he had been training for a period of time before when we met. And then we got after it. We got pretty aggressive. But I used a lot of that German body comp training that I love so much, especially the females and anybody that wants to drop body fat because of the cardiovascular benefits that it creates. And I think that was a big portion of the progression over time through the German body comp protocols. That really helped create the body. Because he had like a resting heart rate of like 50. It was very hard to get his heart rate above a certain level, and it always recovers super fast. Normally, when you have a clogged artery, you have much higher resting heart rate, super low blood pressure. I mean, it was like everyone was blown away that he actually had this because of how well he showed up and all the normal testing and everything. Yeah,
amazing.
But it's a perfect example of protecting the asset. And because he did all those hard things, when that rug got pulled out from under him, he not only survived, but he came out the back end.
Yeah.
He survived it. He had everything he needed to be able to recover super fast, survive it. And then you look at him today. I was just watching him today. I put him through this workout. I'm like, this is a gnarly workout.
Yeah. And he's doing it.
And he just crushed it.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's awesome. So that to me, that's the most valuable thing is getting people in a place where they can survive those moments in life when you can't control what's going to happen to you.
But so much of it is when you get to a certain age, that stuff becomes important.
Yeah.
You know, when you're younger, 20s, 30s, even 40s, I don't think we think about that as much.
No, but you still...
you should.
You should. 100% you should.
Yeah.
And the reality is how you take care of yourself in your 20s and 30s and 40s is going to impact how you show up in your 40s,
now,
50s,
some people
and 60s.
would cry bullshit to that. Do you really believe that to be true?
I really believe that.
Yeah.
Because
you're laying the groundwork.
You're laying the groundwork. Your habits are... I think one of the things that I did so well when I was younger is I always lifted weights. So I think that was the groundwork. So now, like, if I go a month without lifting, most people can't tell. And my blood work has been pretty stable for it. And I think that was all because of how consistent I was through my 20s, 30s, and 40s with lifting.
Yeah.
And so I believe that the habits you create in your 20s and 30s and 40s dictates what you experience in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now, if you had bad habits and you get to 50 and you want to change it, you still have a lot of power and can change it.
Of course.
But I think a person at 50 who had really good habits, took great care of themselves, did a lot of the things earlier in life, is going to look, function, and feel much different than someone who ate like shit, didn't exercise. That person at 50.
Definitely.
And I think that's a pretty...
Well, have you gone to any of your reunions?
Yeah, of course.
And how's that?
It's very, yeah.
Isn't that a good example of it?
It's a great example.
Yeah. I feel that way too.
Yeah. And so, like, how you... I don't know. I mean, you put it out that way. It's like, how can you argue that?
Yeah. Right. It's true. I mean, there's certain people that were the football stars and the cheerleaders and so forth, and they don't look like the football star or the cheerleader anymore.
But if they would have kept up those good habits...
Exactly.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you did that stuff as a teenager and then you just stopped in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you treat your body like shit, you're going to have a rough time. You're going to look different, feel different at 50 than if they would have kept up that whole time.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. My feel on that.
I agree.
But that's why I think it's so... The underlying stuff is way more important than the whatever
vanity.
You call it. The vanity stuff. Yeah. Like realistically, vanity does not create happiness.
We all think it does.
Until we get there, and then we're not happy when we're there.
Yeah.
And then we go backwards from where we were, and then we're like, oh, why wasn't I more happy when I looked like that?
That's true.
I don't see vanity as the thing that creates a lot of happiness.
Yeah. Well, I think we're constantly searching as humans for whatever it is.
Let me ask you this. When you looked your best, were you happy with how you looked then, or were you still picky on yourself?
There's been a couple times in my life where I was pretty happy. You know, when I got married to Matt, I was, you know, I trained for the wedding, of course, you know, sweating for the wedding. Is that what it is? And I think I was really pretty happy with that. But I can remember being on our honeymoon in Mexico and doing 2-a-days, which is insane when I think about that. Why wasn't I just lying in the chaise lounge?
Why did you think you needed to do 2-a-days if you were happy with how you looked?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I remember feeling confident and good, but I think I thought, ooh, to maintain this, I've got to cling harder.
Yeah.
And that's just a crappy feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and then after I had Quinn, I definitely got very lean also. But again, it's one of those things where you feel like you're on this treadmill of having to constantly do these, I don't know. So you're right. You're absolutely right.
I live in a world where I watch people go through this. Like, no one ever consistently looks better and better and better and better. It's always, everything ebbs and flows.
Sure.
The body changes.
Of
when
course.
When you watch someone for a period of time, the body changes a lot according to what's going on in life.
Right.
But it's really funny to me how someone will be at a point, and I'm hearing all the issues and the things they don't like at this point, and then something happens and the body looks at a different point, and they're like, oh my God, I looked so good at that prior point, and I was so happy and that was so amazing. I'm like, no, you weren't. Like, I almost wish I would like write it down throughout, like, you know, so I could just, I remember one time a lady wedding, trained her for a wedding, looked incredible on her wedding. A year later, doesn't like how she looks. And she comes to me, she says, your programs don't work. I'm like, are you sure about that? And
she was continuing with you this entire time, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
But was obviously way less committed.
Okay.
She's like, your programs don't work. I'm like, are you sure about that? She goes, well, yeah. I've been training with you. I'm like, well, I pulled up a picture of her wedding day. I'm like, looked to me like it worked pretty good back here.
Yeah.
I said, is it the program that's not working? Or are you just less committed to the program?
Right.
Like, oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so it comes and goes. I don't know. That's just my take on it. If you're chasing looks, you're never going to reach a point where you say, oh my God, I've arrived.
But I am also going to say that as a female, it is vastly different than a male, because that's how we're judged. That's how we judge each other. That's how we're judged by men. That's how we're judged societally.
But you're never going to reach a point where you think to yourself, oh, I have made it.
Maybe not. But it's easier as a male when it comes to physicality, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you worry about, is my six-pack gone? Do you worry about that ever?
No.
Okay, exactly.
Because I recognize no one else gives a you-know-what about it.
But women care about that, Brad.
Because of how much competition there is between women.
Yeah. No, and just in general.
Yeah.
In general, we think, for some reason, for what it has become, that's the standard now that we judge fitness by, is a six-pack or having a nice tummy. That's what the standard is now.
Yeah.
It didn't always used to be exactly that, but I feel like it is now.
A woman with a six-pack,
I know you're going to say is unhealthy.
It can be very unhealthy.
I'm just talking about that's what's considered that's the place that looks good
now.
Yes,
but when you look back when Marilyn Monroe was the epitome
absolutely,
it's like
it changes, it ebbs and flows. The Kardashians have done that, so it's like, oh, is it a Brazilian butt lift? Is it not? Is it what?
Well, it's because we live in a world of comparing ourselves to other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not good, but I'm just saying I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. I really do. I know that we are not happy with where we are a lot of the times, but I'm just saying add on being a woman, and we get cycles and we get weird crap happening throughout the month with things ebbing and flowing even more. And it's just, I don't know. To me, I remember thinking, oh gosh, when I get to menopause, that's going to be so cool because I won't have a period anymore. No. Then you get the freaking tire and all this weird stuff. There's always something.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what happens to men? You guys can't get it up anymore. That's it, right? And there's pills for that.
There's pills for that. Yeah. I think as a man, that's probably the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah. I don't know. You start shuffling.
Yeah.
Men start.
Yeah. I get the belly. And, yeah.
I don't know. Are we done? Are you? I saw you look at your. Or we just?
Well, we're getting pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting.
It is very.
Yeah. I want to look good too. Obviously, like I take care of myself. Got to look a certain way. Sure. But my point is, I've never seen that like be the answer to the problem.
No, you're right.
But everyone thinks that it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I like I said, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I just think there's that added bit of being a female also in an area like where we live.
Yeah, in our culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Do we have to play the game?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay, a man and his money is probably
absolutely. Yeah. I was just going to say that's they're looked at. Oh, are you a successful female by how you look?
Yeah.
Are you a successful male by what you earn?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would agree. Those two are pretty akin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that would be the perfect example.
Yeah. And guys can feel really crappy about themselves if they don't have a certain amount of money, right?
Right.
And So I guess that's kind of definitely akin.
Yeah. But I've seen them feel really crappy about themselves
when they have all the money. Yeah, absolutely.
I remember having a conversation with a client of mine one time, and he reached the pinnacle. And
didn't have to worry about anything.
He couldn't outspend his money.
Okay.
He could buy whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Right. And he looked at me and he said, "Brad, I've never been more miserable in my life."
Wow.
I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm just being honest with you. I paint the picture like I'm super happy.
Yeah.
But I'm scared because I thought when I got here,
this was going to be it.
This was going to be it. And I've never been more depressed and sad in my life because this didn't provide what they told me it was going to provide."
Wow. Yeah.
It's the same thing when you get to that point where like you get that look that you think is going to change your life. It doesn't provide you the things that you think it's going to provide. So then what the fuck do you do?
Right. That's why we need to do the internal work.
Yeah.
The internal work is what's the most important.
Yeah.
So shout out therapy.
Yeah, but that's the hardest work to do.
It is.
It's the scariest work to do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So.
Yeah. Well, at least we're shining a light on it. And I think everybody feels that way.
I forgot that we never commented on my
Bucky's?
shirt.
Bucky's.
You've heard of Bucky's?
I have. Did you enjoy it?
I had never heard of Bucky's, but we were in Dallas for my daughter's volleyball tournament, and we had an afternoon, evening off, and all the girls, the one place they wanted to go to was Bucky's. I'm like, what is Bucky's?
So what did they all buy?
It's a gas station.
Yeah. Well, what did they get?
I drove 45 minutes to take them to a gas station.
To get
I had to buy something.
Yes.
I don't know. They bought all kinds of stuff, but it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
The best pulled pork I've ever had. It's this huge gas. It's like Walmart meets a gas station.
Pulled pork was good, huh?
Oh my Lord. It was the best. And I am a barbecue guy. When I used to speak all over, I always had to try the best barbecue spots all over the country.
Okay.
That was the best pulled pork sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
Blown away by how good it was. So I had to buy the shirt.
I love it.
I love the compliments and the comments I get wearing the shirt.
Because people know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And I had no clue until a week ago.
That's funny.
Yeah, Bucky's.
I love it.
I guess there's a TikTok dance you're doing there, so all the girls wanted to do the TikTok dance.
Oh, cute. Did you film for them?
No. They were outside getting ready to leave, like, oh, we got to go film our video. And they ran back inside and did whatever the video is.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I have to see it.
Gavin got like a whole Bucky onesie.
Oh.
He wore it home on the plane. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Okay.